Hi everyone, it's Nicole Wilkins with FitnessRx for Women, and this is my next question and answer segment where I took your questions from Facebook and I'm going to answer them for you today. The first question I have is there any benefit to using BCAAs or branched chain amino acids outside of training time? I intermittent fast and work out in the evenings. I'm looking for maximum fat burning. Well, branched chain amino acids will help aid in recovery. Technically, you could take them in at any time during the day. Usually they come in a powder form, but you can also get them in a capsule form. The reason most people recommend taking them around workout time is because your circulation is more efficient. Obviously, blood flow is happening when you're training, so it gets into your body a little bit quicker during your workout. But you could take BCAAs or branched chains at any time during the day. The next question is, I was wondering if you have any techniques or exercises specifically for pull-ups other than lat pull-downs. Thank you. Techniques or exercises specifically for pull-ups. Obviously, pull-ups. So if you want to learn how to do a pull-up, you gotta try pull-ups. So go on the bar, and if you cannot actually perform a real pull-up, jump up to the bar and hold your chin above the bar as long as you possibly can, and then slowly bring your body down. That's called a negative, and it's working the eccentric portion of a pull-up, which will help strengthen your lats to be able to do one in the future. Lat pull-downs are going to work the same muscle group, but switching the hand grips, not just doing wide grip, do narrow, reverse, close. All those different varying hand positionings will work different areas of the back. And also doing, rows, barbell bent over rows, machine row, one-arm dumbbell row. Those will all help strengthen your back so that eventually you'll be able to do a pull-up. I currently incorporate most of my cardio during a 15-minute intense warm-up, and then during my weightlifting sessions, I do jump lunges, weighted step-ups, kettlebell swings, broad jumps, etc. And I weightlift 5 days a week on specific body parts. I wear a heart rate monitor, and my heart rate stays elevated pretty high during all my sessions this way. My question is this: I am trying to build muscle at the same time I burn fat and do not have more than an hour and a half a day to do that. Is any more cardio required to drop body fat? Well, first, I wouldn't really say that jump lunges, weighted step-ups, kettlebell swings, etc. is counted as cardio. Even though your heart rate gets elevated, cardio or aerobic activity is when you're doing longer than 2 minutes in duration without stopping. And weight training, you do a set and then you rest, and then you do a set and then you rest. So that's more anaerobic. If your heart rate is staying elevated, you're burning calories, whether you're weight training or you're doing cardio. And obviously cardio benefits the heart, but so does keeping your heart rate elevated. So if you want to burn fat and you don't have any more time to add additional exercise in, I would take a better and closer look at your nutrition, because you can manipulate your nutrition and burn more body fat. It's really difficult though to gain a whole lot of mass and try to decrease body fat at the same time. Usually they're two different programs, because to gain muscle you want to be taking in more food, and usually to burn body fat you want to be more at a calorie deficit. So that's my advice. Do you believe in ever restricting carbs to vegetables only? I'm preparing for my first bikini competition, and I have been told by my coach the last 4 weeks of prep involve 0 carbs with the exception of some green vegetables. Is this a good idea, and how do you have energy for workouts on a 0 carb diet? Okay, first I want to say there are many different types of diets to follow. If you are restricting your carbs and you're at 0 carbs, you need to have energy from somewhere. So typically when that happens, you are using fats for energy. So I'm hoping that that is what you're doing. If you have 0 fat and 0 carbs, I do not think that's smart, especially for 4 weeks at a time. Now you could do a carb cycle where your carbs are incredibly low, but I I am not a huge fan of completely eliminating all carbs or all fats. I think you have to have a balance of your macronutrients. You've got to have fats, you've got to have complex carbohydrates like starches, not just vegetables, and you've got to have protein. You're going to run into trouble when you completely eliminate a whole macronutrient group for a duration of time. So I don't think it's a good idea. And the last question I have is, I'm still a little unsure the difference between branched chain amino acids, aminos, and beta-alanine. Do you take or use all one or the other, or do you need them all? Well, they're all amino acids. BCAAs and aminos are the same thing. Beta-alanine is also an amino, and it actually, it's in a lot of pre-workouts. If you notice that tingling feeling, that is from beta-alanine. So do you need them? No, but they can help with recovery, circulation, blood flow, energy, giving you a little bit more stamina through your training. So all of those can be beneficial if you're looking to take your fitness to the next step. So those are my question and answers for this week. Until next week, keep asking your questions on the FitnessRx for Women Facebook page, and I'll be back here every Friday to answer them for you. Until then, keep living the fit life.